I can do anything.
If you want to count a zillion on a pogo stick, then start today and say I can. You can have as many friends as you can pick if you find a way and say I can. If you want to build a monster,
I love heights.
And get your gloves and say I can. If you want to learn everything there is to know, read every day.
And did you look down really far?
Half the job is seeing in your mind. The other
You did look down. And what was that like?
There was a little boat.
You looked really little because you were up so high.
Wanna blow a bubble as big as a tree? Imagine that and say I can. If you wanna be a star on MTV, just copy that and say I can. You can talk to a rabbit or a bird or snake. Now just pretend and say I can. You can ride down a river of a chocolate shake. Your imagination says I can. Half the job is seen in your
So close.
I think climbing was the way that I actually got over being afraid of heights. A bunch of friends with me who had done it for years, and they told me to try it, and I did, and I love it now, and heights don't scare me anymore.
So when you're up there climbing, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm generally concentrating on the route. It's like doing a crossword puzzle and doing a run at the same time, so you're really focused on the route that you have to take and the pattern that it asks for.
I probably climb 3 times a week, 2 or 3 times a week, typically.
Each of the rocks is labeled with a different color tape, and that's sort of your pathway up the wall. So you want to follow that color to get to the top. So they're laid out in a certain pattern.
I'm afraid of heights my entire life, actually. I still get nervous going on airplanes.
Yeah, when I started, I was afraid of heights, and every so often it'll still be a little scary. But climbing has helped a lot, especially for heights that are around the heights that I'll climb to. So I don't think I'm afraid of anything below like 70 feet anymore.
It makes you realize that not only are heights not that scary because they're never quite as high as you think, but you're in a lot more control in climbing than you are on, say, an airplane, so it makes it feel a lot safer.
And go and get started and just focus on climbing and don't worry about the heights so much.
So, Carolyn, do you climb alone? I don't climb alone. I always bring a friend with me, and there's tons of people in the gym who are looking for partners, but you always need 2 people. The first one is going to be the climber. The second one is what you call a belay. It's the person who's helping hold the other end of the rope, so if you fall off the wall, you're not going to actually hit the floor.
I'm the lead belayer here at the Boston Rock Gym, and I help run all of the kids' programs that happen here.
How young is the youngest person you've ever worked with?
Well, just last week, I helped a 4-year-old who was here for his 2nd time, and he got to the top of the wall 3 times in a row.
And he must have been really scared, right, at first?
He was definitely a little nervous when he first got here. I mean, the last time he was here, he only made it about halfway up, but we kept working, and after a couple warm-up climbs, he was able to just go right up, and he made it look like nothing.
So once you're up high, how do you get back down?
It's actually really simple. All you have to do is let the person who's helping you know that you want to come down. As soon as you tell them, they'll be able to slowly lower you down. All you have to do is kind of keep your hands out in front of you, and you can just gonna walk down the wall. A lot like Spider-Man does in the comics.
Awesome!
A lot of people come here to help get over their fear of heights. It's a great way to get more comfortable being high up, and it's a safe way to do it too. Almost everybody's afraid when they're climbing here. It's a natural instinct to be afraid when you're high up, and it's definitely something that keeps you safe in everyday life. But here, you have to try and remember that even though you feel nervous, it's okay to be afraid, and that you're trying to have fun.
So you gotta go teach a class right now, right?
Oh yeah, we got a kids climb happening.
Great, perfect. Well, thanks for talking to us, and come check out the Boston Rock Gym.
No problem.